Hello everyone, I'm doing this video raw, just gonna go for it. Starting first, my name is Anna. My name is Anna Gonzalez and I'm an alumni from San Jose State. I studied interior design, environmental studies, and acting performance. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I'd love to be part of the Eastridge art mural project for a few reasons. One, I was raised here since I was 8 months here in San Jose in the Bay Area, and all my schooling is here. I'm consider myself Chicana. And one thing that I thought about in regards to this redevelopment for this cultural shopping center, which is the aim for this particular project, is that I would like to focus on doing something that would reflect like our community. And one of the ways that I wanted to do that is, well, first I had some ideas in regards to urban renewal. One great thing that we could all do for growth and have like a beautiful public space for people to feel more comfortable to just come to the mall, hang out with friends or family, just make it more lively and like welcoming. I personally like focused on something that, well, I'm just gonna show it to you. It's something that has to do with like our heritage from like the indigenous Native Americans. And my idea was basically to show like the wall is huge, right? So there's like, it's right next to JCPenney's. And before I show you one thing, a little bit more about me, just why I would be qualified. One, because I live in the Bay Area. I'm a Chicana, Latina, and I think it'd be a great opportunity to let a female artist be a part of this collaborative project. Some of my past works, what I've done mostly is like in-class works at City College at San Jose State, but I've also done some projects outside, which were, one of them was assisting for a mural over on Bascom and San Carlos. It's really beautiful. I'll show you the link from my Instagram and also my Facebook. It's a beautiful hummingbird that we have on one of the walls there, close to a deli. And I just like a collaborative work, I helped assist with that one. And then there's also another one at the Art Arc here in downtown San Jose. Also a collaborative project. That one was, I'd say, a bit more interesting. One great thing about it was that it was under, like, after I graduated, like through my company that I started, AG Designs. That was really exciting, really challenging, but very exciting. I was really glad to be a part of it, for one, because it's an art project, but also it was working with affordable housing. And it's a beautiful mural. You should go check it out. Again, I don't take full credit for it, but it was definitely a collaborative art project. Other stuff that I've done, like my past works, I mean, that I can show you, is just like stuff that I've used with like charcoal, things like this. I mean, I don't know exactly what you're looking for in regards to past works, stuff like this. I love working with color and also with which is black and white. More of my works, again, some of them are just personal projects, past like in-class projects, stuff like that. Here's another one, just crayon. Really like this one. I love working with colors, like a variety of different colors, like rainbow colors. So one inspiration that I got for this particular mural was, I was looking at these right here, and I've had them for many years. Well, let's say about like 4 or 5 years, and I was browsing through them and I started to read, and I was inspired by these because they have like really amazing stories about our indigenous culture, and I think it's very important to keep that alive, and especially like on the east side of San Jose. So now more about my project. So it's right here. First, I started with adding some faces. My idea is to put some faces on the walls. So the way it would be like kind of like, imagine as if it's floating. This one is a little bit hard to see. The reason why I have it like in this particular way is because just so you can see, like, I'll get closer here, the walls. So we're looking at the wall here, looking as if like the entrance of JCPenney's is right here. I'm gonna get closer. I purposely didn't color the faces just so you can see the background. What I would like to do is like paint the background as like the color of the universe, right? So you see the colors, it looks kind of like this. The faces are these here of indigenous people's faces. There's one here where Native American is in a horse. This one's male. This one is female, also female, and a young child. And then right here you see somebody just, you can do like a silhouette, or there's different ideas that I have of like a woman that is painting, like the beginnings of the background. You can see here like how can I describe it? So it looks kind of like, you know, blobs of paint as if like she's beginning to paint, right? So no, I purposely chose it that way. That way it looks like more alive, right? Like she's painting as you're walking by, like that entrance of JCPenney's. I might change the sizing of the woman. It's based on exact dimensions. I know it's 2,000 square feet, but that just gives you like an idea. So again, it's the faces here of the Native Americans and also the horse. And just the reason why I'm showing it to you like this, so you can see like the background, the idea is to have it like, again, like the universe. This thing right here, which is, it doesn't have color as well, is like, it's Earth. So it's like these faces are merging, coming out from like our Earth out into the universe, into space. Yeah, it's just some idea I thought. That's just, here is the tree, that there's a particular tree facing like going towards the entrance of JCPenney. It's like where the bike racks are. So that's that on like the background. And I have just some paintings of the faces that I shown in color. So if you see, that very first one I mentioned was coming from the opposite end of where the entrance is. Here you go. So it would be this one right here. This one is, you know, it's just this one. It's a young girl. I see her maybe being like 6 or 7 years old. It's a little hard to see because of the lighting, but it gives you just an idea of like the colors that I choose for this particular girl's face and clothing. Then from that one, there's this one right here. So it's also female. And for her, I chose these colors here. Be something like that. So you can just imagine the colors, the feathers, the headpiece that she has on her head would be right here, which is essentially like on the side of like closer to like Red Robin, right? So that's this one here. Then going on to the middle one with the horse. I just sort of sketched it, and I used just basic acrylics, but just to give you an idea of like the colors that I'd use for this one here. So it's just a grayish, a dark gray horse and a Native American man. Yeah. Imagine in the background it would have like the blacks and the purples, the pinks and the whites to represent the, like I'd mentioned, that look of like the universe or a galaxy. It'll look really cool. So then from there, there's this one here. which is a male. And again, I just did like a basic sketch of like the colors that I use. Let's see with the lighting here. So you can see that right here, maybe farther, yeah. It's a little bit hard to see, but you get the idea of like the man's face. Again, imagine the black and the different colors in the background, just like the others. And then the very end, which is closer like to the entrance of JCPenney's, would be the female, like the woman, the mother, which is this one right here. JCPenney entrance there. Again, you know, it could be like a silhouette or a painting of a female just painting. And it'll have like these sort of like streaks as if like she's beginning to paint or like she hasn't finished. And then it'll have this one, the middle one of the horse and the man, and then this one of like female Native American, and then the little girl. And that's this one here. Slightly hard to see, that's because just like the lighting. Maybe I can just go a little bit further. Yeah, it's like the best right here. Well, you get the idea of what I mean, like the colors that I'd use. Yeah, so that's my idea. Again, it's this one right here. This would fit all the entire walls, which would be the total of the 2,000 square, well, roughly 2,000 square feet. Oh yeah, and then lastly, I wanted to show you, so that was just like a basic of what the background would look like. And then I did another one just to kind of show you more of like what it would look. Like again, just like using the blues and the purples and like little specks to represent like the little stars. And it looks something more like this in the background with the big faces. The faces roughly are, they'd be approximately, they vary, but they would be approximately between 4 to 5 feet, maybe even longer. It depends on like the exact measurements, perhaps even 7 feet long, maybe like 4 feet wide. That's just a like this background, a little, imagine a little bit more of like what it would be. So it'd be more like this, right? That kind of background. Same with the others. That would be throughout. And then same with like the one with the horse. Depends on what fits best based on the walls, the exact dimensions, right? So let's see. So I told you about myself and told you about my vision for the project, some of my past works and classwork assignments at City College and at San Jose State, and then I mentioned the outside projects, which I don't have like a particular picture of it right now, but you can check them out at on my link on my website for I can show you the website to my company with the AG designs, but also I have it on the Instagram, and I can also show you some on Facebook. I think that's pretty much it. I think that narrows down basically what I wanted to say, and I say that regardless of what happens, I'm really glad that I can like submit my project. I think it's amazing that you guys are having this sort of project for the community to get together and display their art in a huge way, right? Like that mural was huge, and I feel that my idea is great because it represents the community, it represents our heritage, our history, and our people in general. I think it would work. It would be great for urban renewal. it also does definitely, I feel, would represent the spirit of the Bay. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really know if there's anything else, but please like this video, and I hope you like my idea. If you have any questions, I'm sure you can just comment below. Maybe some suggestions. Sure, I'm open to suggestions. And just one last time, just so you can see the project here of my concept, my idea. That's for the Eastridge mural project. Thank you for watching. Bye.